quick quiz. You guys know how fast it is? They say we're spinning right now at the equator. 1,000 miles an hour. You know how fast a bullet travels out of the barrel of a gun?
Nope.
1,500 freaking miles an hour, right? So we're almost traveling right now, spinning as fast as a speedy bullet. But it gets better than that, guys, ready? You know we circle the sun, right? Not even really a circle, it's an elliptical pattern, right? 66,600 miles an hour. Feel anything? I don't feel anything either. It's crazy, right? Do you guys know that that's not the end of the motion, though? There's more motion. You know the sun is moving. Did you know that? So, do you know how fast the sun is traveling?
No idea.
All right, it's blazing at 500,000 miles an hour, supposedly. Now, with all that, it's strange that we're on a spinning ball out of control, basically, right?
Sure, yeah.
And yet, everything we know about water, have you ever like soaked a tennis ball and you spin it? What happens to the water on it? Flies off, right?
Really, yeah.
It freaking flies off. It goes to the center too. Like, so it's interesting that all this action, right? All this supposed action, not a trace of effect on the ocean. Huh. Have you guys heard about flat Earth at all?
Yeah, I've heard.
Have you looked into it? Let me give you a card. No, there's a thing. Let me tell you, seriously. Did you know that YouTube is censoring? It's literally censoring flat Earth videos.
Yeah.
Now, does that scare you? A little bit?
Yeah.
What do we need YouTube to think for us, right?
Yeah.
Seriously? And seriously, flat Earth might be the stupidest idea you've ever heard of, right? Like, what are they afraid of? What are they afraid of, right? You guys see this? I'm gonna give you one little test. Somebody take this, please. You make my day. Thank you. I want to just show you one thing real fast. Ready? Check this out. This is what you guys believe. That you believe you live on a ball, right? All right. So you see this bottle here with water? Imagine this bottle, right? It's 2 miles long, right? 2 miles long bottle. Let's say it's like 12 inches in height, right? Bottle. What you have to believe is that there's a formula for curvature of the Earth, and it's 8 inches per mile squared, and that will give you the curvature of over a particular distance that you'd expect. It's accepted by people who believe the Earth is a ball, right? What you believe is that in this 2 mile long bottle, imagine again that's 2 miles long, that there would be a hump of water, right, in the center, and that the water would taper down to the edges, and the hump would be about 4 to 6 inches high, I believe, mathematically, using that formula. Does that go against everything you know about water a little bit? You see this water, right? You see what it's trying to do right now, right? It's trying to find its level. All resting bodies of water, right? They always seek and find their level. So my question is, how do you find a level on a ball, right? It's weird, a little bit, right? Now, I would also add in what age, right? At what age did you learn you lived on a ball?
3, I don't know.
Right. So now, all right. So the follow-up question to that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to give you a million ones, because you guys can investigate this on your own. Hopefully, I pique your interest. But the point is that at age 4, 5, 6, whenever it is that you live on a spinning ball that magical water sticks to, right? Do you really understand general relativity? That gravity is what supposedly causes the water to stick to the ball. They might mention it to you, but are you comprehending that, or is an authority figure kind of installing a belief into your mind at age 4, 5, 6? It's freaking frightening, guys. There's so many freaking lies out there. I know you'd look at me like 2 heads when I show you some of my banners down there that I have, because when I first heard them, I was like, these people are insane. The more I researched each thing, the more I came to say, oh man, there's a lot of evidence here. But it's up to people to look and try to search for that evidence that goes against everything that you already know. There's a great saying, it's like an ancient Chinese saying, and in order to learn something, like 2 guys are sitting down, they're gonna have some tea, right? The tea is like the knowledge, right? It's in a big kettle. And the guy goes and pours the tea, and the person who wants to learn, the Buddha guy, and he pours it in, it's overflowing everywhere. The guy goes, what are you doing, man? You're spilling all the knowledge everywhere. He's like, well, before you're gonna get any knowledge, he goes, you gotta empty that cup. Let go of everything you know. All these crap that you think you know, and you have to let go of it and become kind of crazy like me. But But you know, you do that and you start over, and you know, you can have an open mind to things that you otherwise wouldn't even probably investigate so much, because that was kind of how I lived. And there's another good saying. It doesn't apply to you guys. You guys are really open-minded. There's a condemnation before investigation. Keep a man in everlasting ignorance. And man, I lived that way for a long time. So congratulations on YouTube, because seriously, stand and talk. You know, people ridicule you just for talking as a person like me. So, and if you have any questions or anything, I will be back here. I have a Zoom Truth is my YouTube channel. I put the stuff on YouTube, but I told you how YouTube censors and stuff. That's the reason why I hand out that card. It's the Flat Earth 101. I'm not telling you to believe anything on there, but at least it's a place where, like, if you type in Google Flat Earth, you know what you get as a response? You get information that debunks Flat Earth. You do the same thing in YouTube these days, and you get a bunch of videos that are going to tell you why Flat Earth is stupid, why they're idiots, why the people are crazy, or have mental problems or whatever it is. So that's why, you know, we kind of help try to work together, people who believe this is true. All right?
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day. You know how fast we're circling the sun? 66,000 miles an hour. That's a bullet travels at 1,500 freaking miles an hour. You guys want a card? YouTube censors this stuff. Yeah, man. Look into it.
I like to read.
They lied to us, man. You know that, right? The government lies to us, right?
Oh yeah.
They're full of it. Also, I don't know if you know this, but the sun is traveling at 500,000 miles an hour, right? So if the sun's traveling 500,000 miles an hour, that means, in fact, we are too, right? So we're spinning around the sun at 66,000 miles an hour, supposedly. We're spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, and we're traveling with the sun at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And do you feel anything?
Well, the thing is, I'll say this. Who's measuring all this? Yeah. All I know is I'm looking at a beautiful ocean.
Right? And how does that ocean look, guys? No, what does it look? Does it look like a ball, or does it look flat?
Actually, if you want to get technical, say if there was a mountain, right?
Yeah.
And you see a boat, right?
Yeah.
They start from where the shore starts.
Sure.
And it goes. You can kind of see that if you go up higher, the earth kind of curves.
Right.
So technically, from ground level.
Have you done that yourself?
No, but
or are you just believing men?
Not believing men. It's actual science.
Well, no, I'm not trying to be smart, by the way, because I'm trying to make a point. You ready?
This is always good to have conversation.
Let me ask you: Have you ever told a lie?
Yes, I have.
Have you?
Sure.
And I have too, right? We're all in the same club.
Let me say the reason I have.
Yep.
Before I knew who I was.
Yeah. And now you're trying hard. It's still hard not to, right? Or no, you do good?
No.
Congrats.
No, why it's not hard? Honestly, because I don't fear people.
Yeah. Oh wow,
I understand consequences.
You're at a good space, man.
The reason I'm at a good space is where I was born and raised, and then I have a different outlook on life. Me and my daughter, we're enjoying a beautiful day at the beach.
Yeah.
So also, as a man, I'm able to look her in the face every day, and she knows her dad tells the truth, don't I?
Cool.
I don't fear anybody.
So let me ask you this though, real quick.
And the thing is, I'll say this, everyone has a perspective, whether the earth is flat or round.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that I exist.
No, that's great. But I just want to mention one thing.
And you know what? Yeah. And also, if people lie to us, they have to live with that.
Right, but they're lying. But wait, hold on. Okay, what if they're lying to your kids? Hold on. What if they're lying?
They can lie to them, but see, dad doesn't. So it doesn't matter what they do.
Right. But it does. But it does.
It doesn't. Yeah. To a degree.
Maybe.
Yes, we're all affected. Yeah. I hold myself accountable.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah.
For being truthful to my children.
Yeah. Okay.
So somebody else's lie or what they believe, everybody has the right to what they believe in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's their truth.
But now my question would be to you. So now what I was kind of getting at with asking whether you lie is that if we know that we lie, and we probably think of ourselves as pretty good people, there's some pretty bad people out there who have no problem really lying to us about a lot of things.
If the earth was really flat, then how would the moon, how would the moon create a perfect circle?
Right, how would the moon operate?
But
I'm with you on that.
That's my question to you, not my question to myself.
Guys, here's a card. Hang on.
Take this one. Put it this way.
Yeah.
When you look
it's a good question.
You look up in the sky.
Yep.
You see the moon. Some days it's a full moon. Some days it's a quarter moon, half moon. You look at the sun. The sun is, from our perspective, is round. Anywhere you are in the United States, or even leave the country, you look at a different angle, the sun is always round.
Yeah. There's actually, when you look up at the sun sometimes, if you look up at the moon sometimes, it doesn't really actually even line up correctly with how we're seeing with a ball. I'm telling you, I started doing this myself because I never paid attention to this stuff.
I'm just saying, to the naked eye, our perspective of it.
Yeah.
But again, what matters to me is nature is doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's providing us with food. You go in the ocean to catch fish.
Yep.
But you have to, you're limited to what you catch. That's man's doing.
Yeah.
You're limited to what you get. You know, we all get free.
Do you think? One of the things I think though is that I've come to learn, right, is that by investigating this stuff on my own, I started to learn that all these people who I used to think who told me this stuff, like when did we learn that we lived on when do you learn that you live on a spinning ball that water sticks to magically, right? At what age?
Once we got the technology that we have, but there's also past
Magically. I don't think it's to me it's by design because it's been happening before you and I were born.
Well, that's assuming that we live on a ball, though, right?
No,
Isn't that?
I'm not even. That doesn't. Whether we live on a flat earth or a ball,
it doesn't matter if you've been lied to your entire life.
No, because guess what? The thing is, we're lied about so many things.
Yeah, that's true.
It's how you handle it.
I can't argue with you there.
This is just how you handle it. If put it this way, people can lie about any type of technology.
Yeah.
And you find facts on your own. You do your research. But at the end of the day, people lie about it. People have their perspectives.
If you could understand,
people have their perspectives on creation. People have their perspectives.
Right. Let me ask you a question. Let's assume that the Earth is flat. Would you prefer finding out the truth about the shape of the Earth, or would you prefer living and kind of being ignorant to it?
No. See, that's not the problem. Yeah. Whether the Earth is round or flat, that's not the problem.
Right.
It's how we treat each other as human beings. That's the problem.
I agree.
So whether we're on a round Earth or a flat Earth, we need to do better at treating each other the right way.
Can I tell you why?
So whether the Earth is round or flat, we're still benefiting from the sun. We're still benefiting from the ocean. Yeah. Resources. But we need to focus on truth, support, and how we treat one another.
I agree with you. I agree. But
so then, once we learn how to treat each other, really treat each other, and come together as a real family, then we can all come together and find out if there's
okay.
Really
So let's get back real fast though, because what you just said is important. Yes. And so for me, I was an atheist, right? Why wasn't I an atheist up until 2 years ago when I learned about flat Earth? Let me answer.
Because that's your choice.
No, but hold on. Wasn't my choice? Wait, hold on. My belief system came about because at a young age, I was taught about evolution and the Big Bang in schools, right? So I'm taught.
Let me interrupt you right there.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. As a responsible, as a parent, I don't rely on the school to teach my children.
Your daughter thinks she lives in a ball, right?
No. I don't. Listen. What I'm saying is, I don't rely on the school to teach my children the truth. You understand? It's difficult when we send our children off to school because they're gonna be taught a belief system by a capitalist society. Yeah. Now,
they're installing a belief system. They are.
And as us parents, we have to combat that. It's very difficult. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But at the end of the day, she knows her father tells her the truth.
Yep. Yeah. But then would you question why you would send? Why you would?
Also,
can I be a jerk? I'm not a jerk. I don't want to be a jerk.
But also, I can instill certain values in my child. I have other children as well. My children, I can instill certain values. But at the end of the day, as they're growing up, I encourage them to be free thinkers as well.
Well, you guys just talking with me is awesome.
To study life, and hear people out. And you can come to your own conclusions. Because guess what? What you believe in may not necessarily be what you believe in. 100%. But guess what? But we can have a conversation. Yeah. Because I want us to be able to treat each other the proper way as human beings. That's more important to me than anything.
All right, so let me just get to where I was going though, with the reason why I found it important, right? And I hear what you're saying, that the parents are responsible, right? But ultimately, the parents have been removed from raising their kids. They're not. Most people are not you. The state has taken this shit. Oh shoot, the state has taken this over, right? And I'm sorry I get so passionate, but it makes me angry because what's happening is people have given up their own responsibility of raising their kids. They send them to the schools. The schools install these belief systems in them, and what it's going to do is make it very hard for free thinkers to free think, because we're becoming more and more restrictive as a society. With that said, what I learned was that evolution, the Big Bang, were just belief systems also. I had to believe that stuff. I had to believe that something comes from nothing, right? And all my life until age 46, 2 years ago, I believed this stuff, but with thinking that I was scientific and that I was better than a religious person who believed in God. Well, once I came to the realization that this place that it wasn't a spinning ball, it's not a speck of dust that we're flying through space, and our lives are meaningless, that this place is created, it seemed a lot more, it transformed the way I saw the world, and I started caring more about other people. So
That's very good. Listen, you should.
Wait, are you still an atheist or are you?
No, all right. So I became born again Christian, and that was about that was like maybe 9 months ago, a year ago, something like that. Up about 3 months ago, I had some questions that I just didn't understand about the Bible. So I believe there's a creator. I know there's a creator. Actually, I should even say this place was created. But as far as being born again, I'm not quite there. But I do think the Bible has like a ton of truth in it.
So okay. For science.
Oh, excuse me. By the way, my name is Tracy.
Hey, Tracy.
Oh, I'm
Nice
sorry.
to meet you. I'm David.
And this is my daughter,
Kaya.
Kaya, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
So basically, when you think about it like this, so Genesis chapter 1 is the creation. So basically, I don't believe in the Big Bang Theory. The whole thing of the theory is to prove the theory wrong, right? So technically, when you think about science and the Bible, they kind of go hand in hand like best friends, but also people can turn them into enemies. So the thing is the fact that in Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, it talks about the creation of the earth, right? And it's nothing, it's black, right? It's nothing, it's blank, it's disformed, and it has nothing on it. Now, science, it kind of breaks down the creation of earth. Now, you can't have a flat earth. It's just not possible, because think about if you're flying a plane, right? It's perfect. You can observe the horizon line on a plane. But if this was a flat earth, you can't do that, because basically when you go up, it's just not gonna work.
All right, you have to do me a favor, okay? Those are all beliefs that you have right now. I don't want you to believe a word I'm saying. I want you to investigate this stuff yourself for a moment, okay? Prove me wrong, I'll be back out here, and you can say, this is why I did check it out, Dave. And Dave, this is why you're wrong. I promise you I would listen to you. I will listen to you. But what you're saying has been like demonstrably proven that we can't see curve. Like a lot of people say, oh, you'll see the curvature from a plane, right? Well, you can go in a commercial plane right now, and you're not going to see any curvature. I can promise you that.
I didn't say the plane. I said a high altitude mountain.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. What I'm saying though is that I want you to if you can, if you would, you know, it would be looking at the other side.
But let me interrupt for a minute. Okay, but other than that, whether it's flat or earth, excuse me, whether it's flat or round, what is the bottom line that we're trying to get to? That is it just a belief system that we want to show that, you know, was dishonest with us? And then what if it is? What if it is?
We're enslaved. That's the bottom line.
Listen,
we're enslaved,
that's
and we're smart enough. We're smart enough, and if we, but wait, are we smart enough? And if we come together, the people with the knowledge, and each one of us spreads the knowledge to 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 people, right? At what point do we? You know what the word apocalypse?
Don't believe the hype.
You know what the word? Do you know what the word? There's a word called apocalypse, right? And a lot of the times people attribute.
It's a word called science.
Okay.
And these people don't believe
Okay. So
It's fine. I like dialogue. That's all.
fine.
That's all. I like to talk.
So
to
the
people.
word, real quick, the word apocalypse. A lot of people like it has one meaning where it is like a destruction, right? A destruction. But did you know the word apocalypse also has another meaning, and it means an increase in knowledge. The word apocalypse means an increase in knowledge. The Bible talks about an apocalypse right at the end. But so what we're having right now, I believe, is a great awakening of people who are starting to learn that we've been lied to on a scale that you can't comprehend.
Well, I go to a Christian school, right? And it's private. They teach us, like when we have science class, they teach us about, everything that's in the textbook. But also, we have Bible classes. We talk about different verses that have, like, different chapters that have, like, things about the earth and everything like that, and all the cosmos or whatever. But the thing is, the fact that when it comes down to it, like after, like say if you die and you go to heaven, right? And or whatever, whoever you believe in, like people say creation is in the eyes of the beholder. So after that, you can ask God yourself if the earth is flat or round. So,
Give me 1 second. I want to show you one thing. It'll just take me 1 second. I promise.
Hold on a minute. Dave.
Yes.
You said you'll be here again. So,
Yeah.
So
Okay.
So we're gonna get on what we have planned.
No problem. I just want to mention where I was going to go. There are 200 verses in the Bible that you can look up that refer and that you can interpret as a stationary. It even says a stationary, immovable earth. I don't want to bother you anymore. I don't mean bother, but
it was no bother.
Thank you so much,
Yep.
guys. I have a channel. It's called Zoom Trip too. I don't know if on YouTube, but that's where I'll post this. You got my card. But thank you so much.